Good morning, good afternoon, good late afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. Big welcome to In the Know with Peter No. As my name is Peter No, I am your senior presidential director. I am your coach. I am your bodybuilder. I am your spotter for the next hour. So if you're on this call today, every Wednesday, in the next hour, what you'll always be learning on these calls. And again, this is kind of like a private training leadership call. Okay. So if you're on this call, I know for a fact that you want to grow. Is that true or not? I know for a fact that you're growing to become a leader because what is a leader? A leader that is someone that has the skill sets that can lead somebody to a safe place, correct? I know that you want to elevate, evolve your mindset, your skill sets, so you can break through not only in this business, right? But you want to break through in life. So if you're on this call every week, and if you're following our whole system every day, I just want to just number one, thank you, okay, for being here with us. Number two, to have your permission, okay, because today's call is going to get very deep. Are you guys ready to go very deep today? Okay. I might be pushing some buttons today. Are you guys going to get ready to push some buttons today? Okay. And the reason why I'm asking for this permission, in this last whole month in August, and for all the guests, first I want to say for all the brand new brand partners that are on here, you've been invited here, you found this call, okay? So big kudos to you. And all I want to say is, through my whole coaching, through my whole career in network marketing, it is actually an honor to be here with you, each one of you, because I'm sharing what I'm learning, what I've learned throughout my career. And as we all know, in network marketing, and I teach this all the time, right? Who are you leveraging? What are you leveraging? What tools are you leveraging? Do you know that we're in business together? What is the definition of business? It's simply helping someone's life to become better. Who here ever had a business partner or been in business before? Raise your hand. Being in business, meaning that you're doing business, is you want to help someone's life to become better because of your business. Being in a business partnership, everyone, do you know it's kind of like a marriage? It's actually deeper than a marriage because you have to get to know someone. You have to be open. You have to share. You're sharing lifestyles. You're sharing mindsets. You're literally growing together through thick and thin. Has anybody ever heard those words before? Through thick and thin? And the reason why I'm coming on today's topic like this is because in the beginning of the year, remember, I run my business every 90 days, every quarter, right? And I'm holding everybody's hands through this. So we had January, February, March, one quarter. April, May, June, another quarter. July, August, September is another quarter, which is the third quarter, which is the summertime. And we all know summertime could be the slowest time in the industry. And that's why I took my time in my whole summer this year to guide us all through the summertime, through the process, to train you, to coach you, to mentor you, to spot you, so you become stronger through the summertime. We're sowing the seeds together, right? We're planting seeds together. So by the time the fall and winter time happens, you're going to take advantage and you're going to leverage this whole thing to grow into another level or evolve into another level of your career, your business, and your life, so we can get ready for 2024. Does everybody understand the phases of what we're going through? So starting in July, I made sure every Wednesday, we talk about a topic that you can apply, okay, use in your life. And every week, I want you to apply it and use it and see what results you're getting every week by week by week by week. In the last, starting in August, and this is a kind of a personal question. Has anybody ever gone through miscommunication in August? Do you know there's something funky in the air right now? Where people are just hearing one thing and then they want to hear something else. They're saying one thing and somebody hears something else. Who here can relate with me and had maybe a misunderstanding or 2 or 3 or 4, me maybe 10, 20, because I deal with thousands of people, you know, right? So as your partner, I'm your business partner. Don't we want the best for each other? Can we like be honest and transparent with each other? Can we be real? Now, if we poke each other's buttons, right? How many of you have been poked before? How does that feel? Do you take it as a personal? Do you take it as a personal poke? Or do you take it as maybe it touched something that you realized maybe you were doing or you're being or you're saying that you know maybe needs a change? Yes, it is Mercury retrograde. Thank you very much. And it's not going away yet, right? And for another couple of weeks. So, but above and beyond Mercury retrograde, I want you to think every day is a Mercury retrograde. Because it's going to lead me to a very a subject that is very, very important in network marketing, in direct sales. And the reason why I'm asking this, okay? Remember, I gauge my business every 90 days. Every 90 days, if you're not growing or if you're not applying what you learn, and in the gym analogy, if you're going to remember, if all of us here are going to the gym and physically doing push-ups for 90 days in a row, it is totally impossible for you to walk out and not have any muscles bulging out and showing, or you have to be stronger 90 days later from the day you started, right? In network marketing, in our team Evolve, in the system that we have created, if you're really following step by step by step, and I'm going to go through that again, step by step by step, there is absolutely no way that you will not learn how to impact, influence a person to join you, whether they're a customer or whether they're a brand partner. Does everybody understand what I just said? The only way you cannot do that is if you just fail. Failing meaning that you just do it your own way. You're not learning to deprogram what you've learned in the past, and you're just duplicating and doing the same thing over and over and over again without getting results. That definition is called what? Insanity. So I'm looking at every one of you. None of you look insane to me. Okay? None of you. So again, we're business partners. So I have your permission to poke you today a little bit, correct? Okay, good. Now, I'm going through this list today. And again, today is Wednesday. It's in the middle of Wednesday. We're halfway there to the quarter. So before I start these topics right here, in the last month and a half, 6 weeks, have you learned and applied and got results from learning what you did in the last 6 weeks? Awesome. Kudos. Awesome, awesome, awesome. How does that feel? Good. Are you physically seeing the results or the fruits of your labor of growing? Did it hurt you? No. Was it painful? No. But you know what is painful? Doing the same thing over and over and over again for 1 year, 2 year, and 3 year and not getting results. That is painful to me. So the reason why, again, I'm so strong, okay? And sometimes people misunderstand me for being too strong. They can call, they might say that I might not use the right words. I could be like too pushy sometimes. Again, that could be just a reflection of what maybe you're not doing and who you're not. Because I promise you, 20 years ago, if I had a coach that was this clear to me, if I had a coach that cared this much about me, if I had a coach that really gave me this much experience and knowledge and was this strong in his words to whack me out of my ego, to whack me out of my old behavior, I probably wouldn't be in this position today. But I had to go through my own journey to figure it out. Now, was it right or wrong? There is no right or wrong. It was my journey. Each one of you have your own journey to why you're here. But there comes a time, one day, you're going to meet a group or an individual that is just going to smack you in the head, and you're just going to wake up and go, aha. I'm just wondering who that person is and when it's going to be. And if it's not me, if it's not Marcy, if it's not any of our leaders, if it's not our system, if it's not LifeWave, then go out there and good luck and try to find another group, another leaders that will care and give as much as we do. Because I can tell you in this whole industry, that is very, very rare to find. So again, I'm just appreciating you being here to listen to me, and I'm just coaching you. I'm just giving you things that can prevent you to make mistakes, to save you time, to save you energy, which all equates to money. Okay? And I coach many, many, many people. I coach people that are 95 years old down to 10 years old. Okay? I don't know. And coaching is just something that I'm just talking. I am not telling you who to be. I'm not changing your character and your values. I am just telling you this is who Peter is. And if you like my style and if you feel safe around Peter, then I want you to just save time, energy, and money by just changing your mindset and duplicating proper behaviors. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because in the last couple of weeks, I'm starting to have really heart-to-heart conversations with brand new partners that are brand new, partners that have been with me for 1 year, partners that have been with me 2 years, and some of them even 3.5 years that are leaders. And I can tell you, it doesn't matter how long you've been with us, how long you've been with the program. At the end of the day, if you're not evolving and respecting the people that you're learning from, it is not going to go into your DNA, and you're not going to apply what you learned because maybe your ego can block everything that you're doing. Who here just understood what I just said? How many of us can relate with what I just said? How many of us are in that position? So if I'm talking like this, and if it touches your heart, your frequency, and your mind, I am talking to you on a personal level, okay? So, and I'm sharing this whole 1 hour today to make sure, remember, we're going through the summertime. By the time September ends, I need you to be stronger. Not for you, for your family, for your household, for your community, for your city, for your county, for your state, for your world, for your environment. Does that make sense? Who you are, you make an impact because it starts with who? You. And I don't know what it is this August. I mean, the energy is just pulling everything up. And I'm telling you right now, if I say something that pokes you again, please don't take it the wrong way. Just take it to invert it into yourself and figure out, why did that poke me? Why did that conversation come up? And then I want you to ask yourself this. How long have I been in this business? How many people did I impact? How many people did I enroll? Because if you enrolled someone, someone must have trusted you to give you their time and to give you their money. You must have learned some kind of skill sets to communicate with them, to influence them. But it is easy to influence and communicate. But now let's go to the next level. How many people have you developed? How many people have you duplicated with? That is a better question now. Because again, whatever you learn yourself, you got to apply it. Whatever you apply to society, society tells you the value of how much you're worth. Remember, we have to be fulfilled that way. And the only way to do that is through recognition, but somebody has to recognize you for your skills and time and effort. And the only way to know that is you have to duplicate it through someone else. Does everybody understand that? If you don't understand that right now, unmute yourself and ask the question, or ask what you don't understand of what I just said in the last 15 minutes. Okay, good. So we're on the same page. Now, the number one thing I'm gonna make sure, I don't remember the 3 ways, but when I look for someone to work with as my partner, there's only a couple of things that I look for. Number 1, are they coachable? They have to be coachable. Now, I'm telling you, I have leaders that just say, do what you want, I'm not your boss. Of course I'm not your boss. But if you cannot be a leader and just tell everyone, just do what you want to do, say what you want to say, that is not duplication. That is wrong. I'm not telling you to be like a dictator, but there is structure in business. There are guidelines to follow, or otherwise, then why are we duplicating? Does that make sense, everyone? So then there are leaders that have ego that say, you can't control me. I'm not your boss. Of course I'm not. But again, there's a right way and there's a wrong way to do business. And if you're doing it wrong, and how do I know if you're doing it wrong? Results. It is just plain and simple results. How many people did you enroll? How many people did you develop? And volume. Thank you, Barbs. I'm going to preach today. I'm going to go 100% out today because I am going to talk to every single person that I had a miscommunication with since August. So this video, I'm going to send it to them. So I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to myself because I'm making this video for me, okay, to send to them. So everybody, again, coachable. The next thing is commitment or sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice and commit to get to what you want? Are you willing to sacrifice a little bit of TV time, a little bit of shopping time, maybe a little bit of vacation time or something to get you what you want? We're not asking you for a full-time commitment of 40 hours, 30 hours, 20 hours. Heck, this whole program can cost you only less than 10 hours a week, spare time work to get you where you need to be. But are you pushing yourself to get there? So coachable, sacrifice, and the last thing, I forgot what it really is, but it's just, do you really want it? Some people say they really want it, but then when I listen and I listen to their words and I watch their action, it tells me totally opposite.
Desire.
Desire. What's your desire? Thank you, Walter. What is your desire? And you know, again, don't listen to what people say. Watch what they do. Same thing in our leadership. Don't listen to all of us. Watch what we do. Because any leader can say whatever they want to say, but if they can't prove it, show me. Show me. Show me everything. And now trust me, even at our level, Marcy and I's level, we've been tricked, we've been lied to, we've been convinced constantly. But guess what? We evolve so fast. I am not the same person that I was 4 years ago when I came to LifeWave, everyone. Did I have the skill sets? Yes, I did. But I was a little bit naive. I was still gullible. I did not understand how powerful it was until I was lied, tricked, and cheated to. Does that make sense, everyone? Again, this is a very touchy conversation today. And I have your permission to poke you, okay? Now, the next thing is ego. Let me pull this up real quick, okay? Let me share this really quick. Let me share this really quick right here. I want to make sure, share audio tab. Boom. The definition of ego, a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. Ego, in psychoanalytic theory, a portion of human's personality is experienced as a self or I, and is in contact with the external through the world, through perception. It is said that part of remembers, evaluates, plans, and other responses. Okay, ego. Ego is a good thing, and it could be a bad thing. You just got to learn how to control your ego. You can use it as your friend, or it can be your enemy. We all have egos, okay? But sometimes is your ego blocking you from growing? Ask yourself that. Is trying to be right hold yourself from growing? Is thinking you're right all the time? I have an ego, trust me, but I am very open-minded to have my ego popped in front of my face by that person. If I have an ego, you have my permission to pop me anytime. But the person you're talking to, do you have their permission to pop their ego? I don't know. So this is what I'm experiencing. I'm seeing a lot of, and at all ranks and all levels. I had to check my ego at the door constantly. Trust me, talk to all my personals, okay? They will tell you sometimes, Peter, man, check your ego. Okay, I got it. Okay, done, checked. But in the beginning, it might not have been that easy, but today it is very easy, okay? I have to check my ego constantly. Now, the next word, I'm gonna share this again. Mindset. Everybody write the mindset. Mindset, the established set of attitudes held by someone. Mindset. A mindset is an established set of attitude of a person or a group concerning culture, values, philosophy, frame of mind, outlook, and disposition. Who here believes and knows that mindset is the most important thing in your life? Good. Does your mindset constantly evolve? Yes. It evolves depending on the group you're with, or the people you hang out with, or what you're watching and what you're absorbing. This business is all mindset. If you believe it's true, it's true. If you don't believe it's true, it's not true. If you believe there's nobody in the world to talk to about stem cells, then it's true. If you believe there is an abundance of people to talk to about stem cells, then it's true. If you believe that you will never succeed or you'll never become a senior presidential director, then it's true. But if you believe one day that you will become a senior presidential director, then it's true. But I can see, and I'm listening and I hear it all the time now, sometimes even the leaders get the wrong mindset because their egos are in the wrong way. And if that happens, I hate to say it, they impact people that they're influencing. And that mindset can hold their teams back. Thank you, Debbie. I'm talking to you. Okay? Understand this, everyone. My message is maybe coming to you at the right time, too. Now, if somebody else's mindset does not align with your mindset, are they like you or better than you? No, they're not like you. It doesn't matter if they're better or not, but they're not like you. They're not on the same radio wavelength with you. If they're not on the same mindset with you, would you put more time to change their mindset? Or would you just give a little bit more time and then after a certain time, you got to let go. You got to cut the cord. Walter's like this because I'm telling you, every day, remember, you only have a breakfast, lunch, and a dinner. If you're hanging out with 3 people that are on the 3 different mindsets as you, and all you're trying to do is live in their mindset or trying to convince their mindset to be your mindset, that is a waste of energy and time. How many of us are guilty of doing that? Trust me too. Okay? Plenty of times. Now, I like to work with people in the beginning. That's why I teach you how to peak. That's why I teach you how to pre-qualify. To peak and pre-qualify is just learning to understand the person in front of you. It is just like a speed date. Speed date. I've never been on a speed date. Okay, I don't know what speed date is, but speed dating is like what I'm hearing is just what's your name, who you are, da, 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 da. You ask quick questions, and then if your mindset or if your frequency aligns in that 1 minute, click, you're looking for a connection. You're looking for a connection. Now, I'm going to ask a serious question. When you do your 333, when you do your PPPs, are you connecting? Or are you just trying to be right? Or are you just trying to put your mindset onto them? Or is your ego kicking in? Or are you just looking straight for a connection? Some tough questions today, okay? And we're going to take this whole week. Again, this is your homework for this whole week to just reflect and analyze, discover, peel the onions of yourself. This is a true mindset call today, okay? Now, let's go to the next one. Notice how I have everything lined up for you today, okay? I was prepared for this call, trust me. Duplication. Duplication. The act of or process of duplicating. The quality or state of being duplicated. Duplicate counterpart. A part of a chromosome in which the genetic material is repeated. Even your DNA is duplicating. Even your cells are duplicating. Now, who are you duplicating and what are you duplicating? And I've gone over and over again with the peak and pre-qualify. Whatever comes out of your mouth, whatever language, whatever words, whatever message comes out of your mouth, it is a vibration. It will duplicate with the person in front of you. What do you want them to hear? What do you want them to feel? And what do you want them to see? Let me repeat that again. Whatever you say and do will duplicate. But we're in the people business. Words. What do you want them to hear, feel, and see when you're piquing their interest, when you're pre-qualifying them to lead to a what? An answer. The definition of sales is effective communication. The definition of sales is effective communication. So when somebody tells me, I don't like to sell, it's because they've been sold, they've been convinced to buy something before, and they had buyer's remorse. But if you understand the true definition of sales, which is effective communication, for example, if Maria is looking for a hairstylist to cut her hair, there is 3 salons down the street from her neighborhood. She has to go to each 3 of those salons and communicate what she wants with her hair, what color, what length, and what style. That hairstylist has to sell her, communicate with her the solution that she can do that for her, give her that look. Does that make sense? We are constantly in a sales mode, meaning a communication mode. You're selling your husband and wife. Heck, you sold them to marry you. You're selling your children, your parents, your neighbor. Now, this is the most important part of a sale, everyone. if you do not effectively communicate with that person in front of you to understand their problems, if you don't ask the right question to get to their problems, and if you don't have a solution for that exact problem, will there ever be a transaction? No. If there's no transaction, did you make a sale? No, because you did not effectively listen to their problems. And even if you effectively listen to their problems, but you don't physically have the right tool for their solution, will there be a transaction? No. If Maria went to all three of those salons and all three of them, she did not feel comfortable that she was going to get the exact look that she was looking for, that means they did not have the right skill sets. They did not have the right skill sets to her problem to be the solution for that. Did everybody now understand sales? So when you listen to someone and they're like, Peter, I don't like MLM. I don't like to do sales. And the only question I ask is, well, I don't want to sell you anything that you don't need. So what do you think I'm going to sell you? So what's your problem? What's your issues? What's your health challenge? Let me see if I can be the solution to that. And then I will sell you something. Are you open to that? Now, I'm not going to sell you and convince you. I'm not going to convince you to buy something. I'm going to have to prove it to you. If it works for you, if it works for me, and if you can do it. And if you can say no to all those three things, then we'll have a nice day, because I'm not your solution to your problem. Was that pretty simple? I'm going to tell you the three problems that every human in the world has right now. Every human has these three problems. And I preach this all the time. It's called HTF. Health, time, and freedom, financial freedom. How many of us have all those three problems? Yes, I know. How many of us have two of those problems? How many of us have one of those problems? Let's go at it right now. When I say health problems, if you wake up in the morning and you have a signal, a pain, or an issue where you are not feeling 100% clear and free from pain, free from stress, then you have a health issue. Plain and simple. If you have an alarm clock, and if you have a boss, and if you can't do the things that you can do on any given time, you have a time problem. If you cannot walk away from your job, your business, your career, whatever, for 3 months or 6 months, and you still be in the same position that you are today, then you have a financial problem. And if you can solve one thing here, which is your health. Why do you think we only focus on health without talking about the money? Because when you have the ultimate health, to me, health is having energy. You gotta be so strong and clear in energy. If you're tired, you have no health. If you're tired, you can't go to work. If you're tired, you can't think straight. If you're tired, you can't give somebody else more time. Does that make sense? You're no value to someone if you have no energy. Energy is everything. You cannot put a dollar sign on energy, correct? But I can. It's called $5 a day. How much can this little $5 a day give you back energy? Alleviate your pain, your inflammation. Regenerate and repair the things that you need in your body, your organs, whatever it is, to get to where you need to be. The moment we clear this health part up, for example, you use this now, and now you're not on your medications. Now you got no side effects. Will you have more energy? When you have more energy now, and all of a sudden you can walk now, do jumping jacks. You can help your children, your mother, your grandpa, whoever. You can have an extra work. You can do more calls now. You can influence and change other people's life and get paid for it. Now you're gonna start having more time because you have more energy. And then when you have more time, now you can give time to Pat, Lorraine, Connie, Anne, Maria, Carolyn. Now you can give time to your partners. And then when you and your partner are on the same mindset, and then you're duplicating a system, a way how to do things with guidelines, with goals, with desire, with commitment, with sacrifice, by being coachable, then you're going to get rewarded financially. Then when you get rewarded financially for the things that you're loving to do, then all of a sudden life becomes beautiful. But if you don't cover all these bases and somebody comes to you, Lorraine, and goes, here, Lorraine, here's $100,000 check, but you still have your old mindset. You still have your old behavior. You still have the old ways of doing things. You're not changing your health. You're not changing your time. You're not changing your financials. You're not changing yourself. You're not changing your ego. You're not changing your duplication. You're not changing your time. You get it, everyone? Then you'll still be Lorraine with $100,000, and you're going to blow it on even the worst things that will cause you more problems. But if you go through this process, if you go through these changes, and if you're open enough, if you let go the ego, doesn't matter if you're brand new or a big leader here, if you just let go and you just listen to everything I just said, how long would it take you to go through and these changes? Could it take you a day? How many breakfast, lunch, and dinners? How many opportunities do you get in a day to reflect and change it? Like Rob said, can you put 18 minutes a day into changing this? And then within 365 days later, that is 10,000 hours of changes. 18 minutes a day to reflect how to change things and apply it. Times that by 365 days, that is 10,000 hours of changes. So you can't tell me in 1 year, you cannot be from a caterpillar to a butterfly. There is absolutely no way. If you are in our company using our products, if you're on Team Evolve, plugging in every day, from day one to 365 days later, there is absolutely no way you cannot be the same person that you are a year ago. I kind of said a lot, but I kind of put it together for you in one, okay? I'm gonna take the next 15 minutes now. Next 15 minutes, I wanna hear from each one of you a minute at a time, how this information, how this language, how this message touched you. Anybody, unmute yourself. I wanna hear from you.
Hi there, I'm Dara. I just want to let you know that this style, straight to the point, is exactly what I need. And I look forward to, I'm only 4 days old in the company.
Oh,
I'm a diamond.
let's give Dara a nice hello. Okay.
Thank you. And,
Welcome, welcome.
I actually just signed another diamond up underneath me, and I feel really responsible because I want to get her duplicated, but I need to get this all down pat too.
Dara, thank you for coming into our gym. We welcome you. And if this message touched you, if you're gonna apply everything by watching this video over and over and over again, you are going to go very far, very fast by eliminating time, energy, and effort doing things the wrong way. So I don't know what your past history is in this industry, but we're gonna get to know you, and big kudos to you, and thank you for sharing, Dara. All right, who else? Come on, don't be shy. How did this touch you? Lorraine, talk to me.
Yeah, so what I got from this, Peter, a lot of things. I'm going to keep this video on replay for sure. I think I'm going to play it every single day so I can hear it over and over, because I'm with Dara. This is exactly what I need on a daily basis. I think it will help so much. It just remind me in my mindset, we do have it kind of like a Wizard of Oz statement. You have the power all along. You just got to click those heels together. You just got to take the things that we know how to do and do them.
Thank you for allowing me to bring that power out of you, Lorraine. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Love
I'm
it.
telling you, thank you, Lorraine. My way of style is when I feel something's not working, I go deep and I want to know why. So this is my why. Now, each one of you can take this topic and you can go deeper. You can study mindset, you can study duplication, you can study ego, you can study all these things, but I just gave you an overall. So if all this overall can save you time from maybe reading a book or doing something, because sometimes you can get into information overload. Analysis paralysis. Have you heard of all that before? Okay, don't go there. That's why sometimes I feel like I they say, read this many books, read this, read that. You can read 100 books and you will still not learn what you learned here in 1 hour. 1 hour, okay? So just know our human body is so unique. You can just apply, learn, and apply. So yeah. Thank you, Lorraine. All right, who's next? Rob, unmute yourself.
Thank you, Peter. I would say starting off with just the mindset's everything. 100%. Mindset is everything. It's what you're figuring. But I also want to add, come what your training was today is being authentic. Being authentic with yourself and somebody else. The authenticity sells. People know, people relate to that. So the authenticity is there. And what you're talking about here today has a lot to do with that. I also want to throw in there, I need to talk to you about the rule of 18, the rule of 100. It's actually 100 hours, okay, not 10,000. But the thing is that 18 minutes a day, if you spent 100 hours at one particular thing, they said you're better than 95 to 100% of the people in the world. Yeah. Just by conquering that. So it's a rule of 100, not 110,000.
Wow. So everybody, I'll take it back, but I like the word 10,000, which is good. But 100 will do. So Rob, thank you. And everyone, I got a chance to meet Rob at an event maybe a year and a half ago. And I can tell you, this man is committed. You know, he's just going through his time just like everyone else. And him and Maria are like good partners. And Maria is so committed too. And we'll get to her too. Okay. So, but big kudos to you, Rob. I know you plug in and I know you're just learning through the journey, which is awesome. The next person, Pat Little. Pat Little.
Yes. Hi, Peter. This was really, really good. Of course, I knew it was going to be. I'm new to this company too, but not new to network marketing. But I like your direction. I like the clarity. I like it. It just resonates well with me. I've got to get rid of my old habits, as you know, but I'm definitely want to get new habits and follow through with what I'm supposed to do. So the more I can do and the more I can get this into my head, and it just the talk and it comes out smooth and natural, so people don't think you're just scripting or something, because I don't like that at all. But just be a natural flow, and it's being authentic. Like I think we all want to do that here. I can't speak for everybody, but I think that's basically in our hearts to help everybody too. And I think this is great. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Pat, you know, we had a conversation this morning, which
Mhm.
inspired me really, again, to do this video so I can clarify, you know, what I do. So thank
Yeah,
you for
I
listening.
kind of thought that was yeah, it was good.
It was a
It was good.
catapult to this.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
so-
good. Thank you.
And I want to piggyback on authenticity. Okay, everyone. Authenticity, you have to feel it. There could be people that could say things to be authentic, but if you don't feel it, everyone, question it. Question a lot of it. Okay? I'm just giving you an advice. You gotta be able to feel a person if they're real or not. If there's any way in your mind, and remember muscle testing? I've been using this now. Muscle test the people that you're talking to. Muscle test if the feeling is right, okay? We're gonna go into that next topic next week, okay? So, Pamakai, hello.
Oh,
You're unmuted already.
I am unmuted. Yeah, well, first off, I love everything you said, and I just love you because you're so amazing and such a good example. And I love how you really share from your heart, from all the good things and all the junky things, because it really helps. And so please keep doing that. I'm Bamboo, so I've been slow growing in this company, and I have shoots today, so I'm excited. I'm about a heartbeat away from manager, and I'm so excited. And I just wanted to share what I do about ego. When I find myself talking a lot, and then I kind of go, oh, wait a minute, I'm talking too much here. And then I check in with myself to see where I'm coming from. And I say, is this from my heart? If
Yes.
this is from my heart, I know where it's coming from. So then I move it to my heart. And usually that makes me shut up and listen.
Pamakai, I relate to that a lot now. And that is a good indicator or a checker, right? If you just feel it's not in your heart, make sure you check yourself sometimes, because you can go deep into the ego land.
Yeah.
And I want to congratulate you, because for you to be authentic or transparent for us, to tell you where you are, and you just did not reach manager. You just took this long to grow into that power. Okay? Everyone, we're not here for ranks, but it is the ranks just dictates the people that you're working with.
Yeah.
So the people that you're working with, again, it takes day by day to deprogram your old ways to get into your new powers. So watch out, everybody, for Pamakai. She's gonna rock and roll this, okay? So thank you, Pamakai, and you're with an awesome team, always with Claudia, and that group is so supportive. You know, it's rock and roll.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you, Peter.
All right, we're gonna go through 4 more, okay? So I'm gonna go down from right to left. Heidi Johnson.
Hey, Peter, nice to see you. As you know, I've been hanging at your shirt tail for about 3.5 years now, and I'm not a big builder. In 3.5 years, I just hit my first 100 on my own personal leg. I just wanted to say thank you, and to Marcy and the team for absolute honesty and integrity consistently over this extended period of time. There's not a lot of deviations. And if it weren't for you coming on hard once in a while and kicking me in the booty, I don't know where I'd be today, but you know I'm on these calls. It's important. I show up when I can. I'm actually at home. My mom's on hospice and I'm working on this call from her closet and she's right beside. So prayers for her mother. But I'm here and time freedom and just financial. I walk away. My team is still, my check comes in, you know, I'm taking care of my mom and it's such a blessing. So I love your integrity and I love you and I love this team.
So did everybody hear the words? I mean, and I still remember the first phone call, Heidi, when she called me. I was in the parking lot and that was 3.5 years ago. And Heidi was going through her own life. And I just really said, okay, let's just break it down. There was no pressure, no management. And I had no clue what Heidi wanted to do, but she literally made some moves and she came to our team. And she is such a self-development person, a very independent person. And this industry is allowing her, and our team is allowing her to be her. Does that make sense, everyone?
Yes.
The only thing I say, again, and this happens with other leaders or something, if I know you're doing something that is wrong in my eyes, not you're a wrong person, but in my eyes, if I know you're doing something that is not going to help you or duplicate you, I say it. But then if you come back and tell me that this is wrong, why you say this, and you're not reflecting on what you're doing wrong, that means maybe you're not respecting or the information or respecting, you know, me as someone to tell you as a friend. And this is not just for Heidi, but Heidi is, I coach her. I go at it sometimes. I tell her what's wrong. I tell her what's right. And I do that with everyone. Okay, it doesn't matter how, if you're new or old, I do it. But depending, sometimes I'm surprised at some levels that some people just cannot handle that. And that makes me question what they know and what is their frequency at. And that's why I'm telling each one of you, it doesn't matter what level you are. We have to respect and understand. And respect is just be able to take information to correct course. If I know that Perry's driving the ship and it's gonna hit a rock, what do you think I'm gonna tell her? Let's turn this thing around. And if you say, no, I'm right, this is the right direction, prove it to me. But sometimes there's a right where you can't, one wrong mistake, you can't make a turnaround anymore. That ship is gonna sink. Does that make sense, everyone? So again, it's about communication and respect and moving forward from there. So Heidi, I love you. Michael, come on down.
I gotta tell you, I think everybody needs to know too, is that Heidi, God bless you, way to be on the calls, you're taking care of your mother. I met Heidi maybe 2 years ago here in Phoenix, and I take care of my brother, and he's in hospice. So I'm telling you guys, talking about the right place at the right time with the right people, you know, it just gets me emotional thinking about it. And Peter, yeah, I love it, the way he talks. I think this is probably one of the most powerful calls because it's so real. And I have to tell you that Peter, Marcy, Juliana Coles, Carol McDonald, every time I have a question regarding somebody I really need help or an answer for, I get an answer. Peter has always returned my text, my call. It's just amazing. So not stroking anybody, this is just reality. And I've never seen this before. And I got to share one last thing is that Peter and Marcy know me from a couple years ago, being on testimonies with my brother. The last, I'm sorry, guys, the last Shine conference I was at, I remember sitting down at the table. Marcy was there. And I'm thinking, and I helped someone to the table, and we just had to sit there because it was taking too long. And then I see Marcy there, and I'm like, oh my God, we don't belong here. This is like the leaders' table. I wonder if I should leave. Don't worry about it. Marcy sees me and she says, hi, Michael, how's your brother doing? Oh my God. You know, I just got emotional because Marcy and Peter, the top of this team, and she remembered me and my brother. That's reality, guys. So full support to Peter, Marcy, this team. Anybody that's challenging you, Peter, at any time, and your humbleness, love it. That's everything. So kudos.
Michael, we know your heart. We know what you stand for. And I know your brother is your world. And, you know, you came here for a reason. And Michael had to go through a lot of personal, in-depth time, getting to know himself through this process. And again, Michael, you're here with us, okay? So there is absolutely no time frame for you, okay? So can't wait to see you this weekend, and we're gonna have a beer. Maria, and then Perry. If Perry's still here, I know she may went. So Maria, you might be the last person here. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll be brief because we're past time, but wow, Peter, you got this. The last probably month and a half has just kickstarted me, my mindset, what you said, duplication. My team they're just amazing, but I've got, it just, what I've shared with them and just been able to breathe into them, you know, through our calls and tests and everything. And I've met Heidi. I've called her, and I met her in Tulum when I met Peter. And she's helped me. I've called her on a whim, and we message each other like even right now. And I met Michael when we were in Orlando, and he helped me with something on my phone. We were taking pictures. So it's family, and you guys are just all amazing. And I have to tell you, I messaged Peter because I made a mistake on something on Sunday, and he called me right away and told me what to do and how to fix it. And it got fixed Monday morning. And so I shared that with my team. And so we get on a call later today too. So it just, I've changed and I've grown. My family sees it, and it's just amazing. And you guys are all family. I love you all.
I still remember the time we're in Tulum, got to know Maria, her husband, her daughter. Was your son there? No, it wasn't your son. But we were partying, we were drinking, we were having a good time. All I remember Maria said is, I'm in. I'm serious. I want this. She don't know how long it's gonna take. I just said, Maria, just come with us, follow me. We're here for you. And she has never not shown up. She's always been here at every event, every call. And I'm telling you, everyone, a leader is someone that helps people feel safe. When you constantly just show up, okay, learning the right things to do, what to say. And again, we're all doing this together. But just think about this. This is the last comment. You have the new kids on the block that are joining us brand new, like Dara. And then you have the old schools on the block now. The old schools open up the door for the new schools to see, to feel. When a brand new person can look and go, oh my God, this person has success. This person is doing it. This person is making a mistake but learning. This person, we're learning from each other constantly, like a college, like school, okay? So the only thing I ask in this community, okay, just keep on evolving constantly. We're not in competition with each other. We are in competition with the world. We're not even in competition with the other MLM companies. We are making a stand to do things different. Team Evolve is one of the very first and only teams that I know that does and operates the way we do, with the most authentic organic growth ever. No bullshit here, okay? Let me repeat. So, what a call today. Thank you for letting me share what was on my mind and my heart. Please take this for what it is, okay? Watch it over and over again and learn and take this and now apply this week. Next week is my last Wednesday, okay? After that, I'm going to Italy, but I just got a notice that, give me 1 second, 1 second. I just got a notice that there's some kind of volcano that erupted in Italy. So maybe, I don't know, maybe the changes will happen. So, but I just want to let you all know, I love you. Tonight, get ready for our Wealth Wednesday call. You're gonna love to hear from Jan Rand, the model of never having success in the industry and how she did it to become an SPD, and Jody Gravely, which is Dr. Stan's wife, okay? SPD and PD call. Again, thank you all for your time today. This recording will be posted up tomorrow, and I love you, and I'll see you tonight. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Peter. Thank you.
Bye, Cindy. Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank you
Bye,
so
everybody.
Peter.
much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye,
Yeah,
Peter.
yeah,
Thank you
thank
so
Peter.
much.
Thank you so much. Great
Thanks,
call.
Peter.
Bye,
Peter. God bless